Our first speaker is Toastmaster Bethlehem, and he's going to speak for 8 to 10 minutes on things have a way of working themselves, things have ways of working themselves out, you'll see. Terry Bethlehem. Sir?
Thank you, Martin. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, my name is Terry Bethlehem, and I was going to bail out of this speech. Why? Let's rewind the clock back to last Thursday night, and then going into the Friday morning. I normally go to the gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to work on arms, chest, core, and legs each day. I woke up too late that day to actually get my workout in before it was time to get something to eat and go to work. So I skipped it. And I made excuses. Oh, I'll do it Saturday. Maybe I'll do it Sunday. Oh, but wait. I have to do laundry on Saturday. Okay, well, anyways. Then come to Sunday. Everything was pretty much your typical day. I had to stay late at work and close, which was no big deal. And went home, did my winding down process that I normally do. Went to bed. For the second time in a week, I had a hard time falling asleep. I don't know why. Maybe it was, quite possibly, I was rewinding things in my mind, in which I've noticed that through some of the podcasts that I've been listening to, that our minds have a way of going in the past and going in the future, but not staying right here, right now in this moment. And I've learned that there's really nothing that I can do except maybe accept that fact, that I have no control over that feature, that thing in myself. So one of the times that I had to wake up in the middle of the night or early in the morning to go to the bathroom, I heard the fan in the bathroom going. Someone's in the bathroom. I think, oh man, I gotta go. I gotta go now. Then I start thinking, I walk into the living room, I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? Someone's puttering around in the bathroom. I hear stuff like the vanity opening, closing, and all that, and I'm like, I have to do this now. So what I do, I knock on the door. Someone comes out of the door, and they're all upset because I disturbed them, for lack of a better word, and to be nice about it. They said, this, that, and the other, and I said, I gotta pee, and I gotta go do it now. They left out of the bathroom. Went, did my business, went back to sleep. Then that comes to this morning. I woke up and I really didn't want to do anything. There was something that felt like there was a cloud over me. Like yesterday, it was cloudy all day. But something I told myself today is I was writing an email to someone today that the sun is there despite the clouds that are covering it up. And that through time, these feelings will pass. And the sun will come out again, and will be warm again. I was wondering what caused this. I was reflecting this morning, trying to write down in my journal of things of what could have possibly started this. Things seem to be going so well in my life. And then as I made myself get up, get ready to get out of the house and get things done that I had planned on doing today, I stopped around the corner, I got out of the car, and I just looked at the sky. looked at the clouds. I was like, wow, these are pretty. And then it came to me. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of the best-selling author Eckhart Tolle, which wrote a book, many books, called The Power of Now. It's basically a book about learning how to live in the moment. How this is the only time that we have, is right now. That when I just walked up here, that's in the past. And that's only a memory. And he goes on to explain in his book that people have something that's called pain bodies. The best way in layman's terms that I could describe a pain body is something that someone holds on to that is causing them great stress, distress, anxiety. In myself, I can relate to that because I would play these mental movies over my head of stuff that's happened to me in the past. It's injustices, people hurt me, or I hurt someone else, or that things that when I remember them, it puts me in a bad space. So then he goes on to also say that sometimes you can be merrily going along your way during a day, and someone maybe that is having an episode of their pain body, as it's called, attacking them, it jumps off of them and lands onto you. And that's something that I learned that, or I discovered, or I decided that quite possibly that's the most reasonable answer to this. That someone in my life was upset and they jumped on me or made a remark that upset me, that triggered my pain body, that made me in a bad mood or put me in a bad space, put myself in a bad space, and that's what started my day. I was an emotional roller coaster this morning. I didn't want to come to Toastmasters. I didn't want to do the meeting. I didn't want to get out of the house. I was planning on going to do a workout. I didn't want to do that. But something said to me, get out there and do it anyway. I was writing a third email. I was bombing this person with emails. I'm so sorry about that, but I was just learning how to explain my feelings to someone. And tears were coming out of my eyes when I was writing that email because I had so much pity and self-doubt in my mind that I just wanted to quit. But something told me, keep going. So I had to go get tissues, which I do have a backup right here, brand new. And I'm surprised that I'm holding it together this well. After I sent the last email to the person in this group, I wiped my tears off, I blew my nose, and I walked into the gym. The last time I walked into the gym was Wednesday. Immediately, I went in, did the assisted chin-up and pull-up machine. After I did 4 sets of 10 pull-ups, dips, I think it is? Yeah, it's dips. I was like, wow, this feels great. It reminded me of a t-shirt that I had looked at on the internet for a website that's called Life is Good. I'm not sure if you've heard of them before, but they had a t-shirt in there that said, exercise is my medicine. And after I did that first machine, I felt great. I was like, wow, this is wonderful. It helped me work out the stress and anxiety in my life. I'm not crying. I can feel it maybe 10% right now. But when I went in there and I kept working from machine to machine to machine, exercising my body, working out the stress, working out the anxiety, instead of holding it in and deciding, quit, there's this big buff dude doing unassisted pull-ups. And I said, I'm so glad I came here because I didn't want to come here today. but I made myself do it anyway. And I'm glad I did. And those are the times that I have discovered that I need to do it anyway, when I don't want to do it, when I'm afraid, when I just want to give up, to get in there and do it anyway. And for me to go into that gym and give myself a 30-minute workout today made me feel so much better. And I'm not upset, I'm not worried, in which I am a warrior. And that was the best advice that my grandmother ever gave me, because I'm a big-time warrior. She told me, Terry, don't worry, things have a way of working themselves out. You'll see.